Well, Tommy, really good to catch up with you. You've not long climbed out of the new Chevron, the TOCA Juniors car. It's one of those interesting situations, isn't it? Whereas a championship sponsor, you don't often get to climb in the cars that you're sponsoring. But you're no mean peddler. We all know that from what you've done on track. But hey, listen, you've been out this morning. What's it been like?
Great experience. Just being able to get the opportunity to jump in it, to be honest, is a privilege. So, no, I've been very lucky on that front. And it's a lovely little car.
So tell me, getting into this car, it's a new build, it's a new look, and obviously a new championship. What are the recognisable bits in there from things you've driven before? And what are the things that are new that you're in, actually putting a smile on your face?
Well, I mean, from driving a Mini Cooper, there's quite a lot of differences from front wheel to rear wheel. Just getting used to that sort of side of things and trying not to, push it too far and end up facing the wrong way. So just getting used to it. And obviously here at Pembrey is pretty interesting because of the different layouts of tracks. So actually just learning that first of all. But yeah, every lap you can see what the car can do. The further you push it, and it is a very impressive motor, that's for sure.
So the rear-wheel drive bit is quite interesting, isn't it? Because I think a lot of people were anticipating this might be a front-wheel drive, given that if we look at the British Touring Car Championship, there's only the BMWs really that are the rear-wheel drive cars. And a manual gearbox, which is interesting as well. Tom Ingram has told me that this is the right way to go so that young drivers learn. This car will enable them to learn their trade.
Exactly. I think the H-pattern, actually the gearbox in it is fantastic. I was using it this morning, obviously, and just getting used to that. It's very different to my Mini, as I being such an older car and this being built from sort of scratch up. But the actual quality of it and the change gear, the clutch, everything is it's a good learning. Something to learn from.
Having had a quick look at the car not that long ago, you get a sense, or I certainly get a sense, that there are no corners being cut here. This is a good spec build race car.
Yeah, Mini touring car. The quality and the time that's been put into it and everything, I think is put in good stead for kids to come in, learn it, and have a good stepping stone to be able to push forward from there.
Absolutely. And as the championship main title sponsor, Tommy, it must give you a really nice sense of how this is going to go and what it's going to mean to these young drivers.
Yeah, it's a privilege to see the branding on the car and have the opportunity to do it. And being a racer myself and obviously being involved in a paddock, it's properly exciting. And having for the youngsters, everything in motorsport, as we know, nothing is cheap, but being on the TOCA package, having your name out there, being on TV, being able to have that opportunity to race every weekend with the big boys, shall we say, is properly good to see, and that gives an opportunity for them they haven't really had before exposure wise. That opportunity is massive.
Do you secretly wish you were able to get in one of these in the championship?
Well, put it this way, my daughter's 12 years old and races go-karts, so that's the interesting part. And maybe in 2-3 years you'll see my daughter in it.
Time to start saving for that one, I think, Tommy, isn't it?
100%.
Just finally, I'm curious. You and Tom Ingram have been testing at Pembrey. Who's been quickest?
Luckily, I haven't been pushing the car, and even if I was, I think we all know the answer to that one. But again, the privilege to be, myself and Tom, to be the first two people to really get in the car, other than Dave. That's a privilege in its own right. So, to be here with Ting and watching his expertise in how they can really sort of develop that car and move it forward, I think is only exciting for the championship.
Tommy Watson, really good to catch up with you. Many thanks.
Thank you very much. Have a good day.